Hey guys, Saf here and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be showcasing you gameplay from a game called Bloodlines Heroes of Lithas, which is a very unique hero collector game that I've been playing on the side for a couple of months. However, I haven't really had a chance to play it since I was away in Las Vegas for TwitchCon. And when the team over at Bloodlines reached out and said, did I want to do a video showcasing the game, I thought it was a good idea to actually jump back in and showcase the game. Unfortunately, I didn't actually save my progress when I was actually using my old account. So I had to start that account again, which is kind of fun. I get to show you all the new things as I've been sort of catching up, I guess. But it does mean I will be able to showcase everything I wanted to showcase in this video. Now, of course, if you actually enjoy this video and you want to download the game, you can do so for free, and you can do it by scanning the QR code on screen, or you can download the game from the link in my description. If you do that, you will also get yourself a free bonus pack. It's worth about $20 and it'll have some goodies in there as well. So what is Bloodlines Heroes of the Lithas? Well, it's a very cool hero collector game set in an RPG fantasy setting. It has got 3D art style. It is very cool looking. It does look good. Now, what makes it very special and very unique is the way that you can create your heroes. Essentially, there are over 800 or 900 different combinations that you can make of unique legendary heroes that you can marry your two heroes together and sort of pass their traits across different racial lines and heritage lines and trait lines. You can also summon heroes, but you can also collect them from campaign. There's multiple ways which you can acquire heroes, which is a little bit unique. Most other hero collection games, you just kind of summon them. Here you can actually make your heroes, which is quite fun. We're going to take a look at the hero collection system first, and then I'm going to show you some sort of campaign gameplay. And then we're also going to have a look at all the different game modes, the PvP game modes, and also all the different challenges and sort of the objectives you got. Alongside all this hero collection activities, there's also quite a deep economic and empire building setting, it feels like. You build up your own kingdom, there's lots of economy that goes into it, there's lots of passive income, so it doesn't require you to play all the time. But when you do come back to play, it gives you a lot of resources that you can get started right away. So we're going to be covering all of those features in this video. So I've got my game up here. We're going to basically go through all the different features. So you can see I've got my list of champions here. I have one of the mythic champions, which I managed to pull. We're going to do a few summons to see if we can get anything more juicy and more exciting here. So this is one of my mythic champions. He's my strongest champion right now. But champions are basically types of champions here. So you can see we've got Sallyhorn, Kargs, Yivnian. And if you come into this renowned heroes screen, you can basically have a look and see what these heroes do. We can have a look at their abilities. So the Luxuriant, this is one of the heroes you can get from one of those promo codes. The Luxuriant here, Whiplash, attacks enemies in an area in front of the caster, dealing damage equal to 294.95% of the caster strength. Also reduces the enemy's fortitude by 35%. So we've got all these different stats here. Fortitude is essentially how much defense reduction the enemies take. So this is going to really make your enemies take more damage when he uses this Whiplash ability. We also have Banish. Banish is an enemy to prevent it from attacking or being attacked for 9 seconds. These are one of the more powerful abilities when we look at the PvP content in the game. Being able to take one of the enemy heroes out is very powerful. And then finally, we have got Weaken. When the battle starts, inflicts weakened on enemies, reducing their total damage by 30%. So this champion here is very, very cool. Looks amazing. There is both genders. You can swap between different genders here. And then obviously you can marry these off. So you can take a Luxuriant and you could marry it off with an Ignis champion over here if you wanted to have like a fiery demon. We also have wizards. So you can marry all these heroes off and create lots of different combinations. But here's how you can preview it. So let's go ahead and pull some summons. So this is one where you can acquire some champions. There is summoning crystals, and you can also buy some from gems. So we have this event going on, the Wheel of Time right now, which means that we can actually acquire some of these Zeus type champions. We can actually do that if we want to on this summoning, or we could basically go back and do a standard summoning for a legendary mythical. But I think I'm going to summon on here. I'm going to summon 10. Let's see what we get from this 10 summon. Our might strength goes up. We go through all this summon. It's very cool animation. The graphics in this game are great. Okay, what do we get? We are going to get a Luxuriant, that one we just looked at. There we go. We have a new legendary champion, Luxuriant. All right, what are we going to get? So every character also has some traits, and these traits you want to pay attention to when you're marrying your champions, because these are the champions. These are the things that will get transferred when you marry your heroes. We also have another hero there. I accidentally clicked too quickly. What else we got? We got a little dwarf. So we have another legendary hero. What does this one do? Eagle-eyed. Each attack made increases critical rate by 0.8 up to 10%. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Athletic increases strength by 4,700. Fortitude increased by 900, and then we've also got Noble Leadership increased by 23. The leadership effects are what improves your base building. We'll talk about that as well. So what else did we get here? So we got 2 legendary heroes. We have a number of different rare champions. They're going to be important for champion ascension. And we get a free gift for summoning. That gives us, I guess, some favorability towards our companion system here. So this is my strongest champion right now. It's the Lycan. He's very, very good for the arena because he has a chance of inflicting fear, which basically fears all the enemies around. You can see from this ability here, releases a dreadful growl, increasing the caster strength by 276% and inflicting fear on nearby enemies. That sounds amazing if we want to crowd control. He also does quite a lot of damage, and because he is a mythic champion, everything just feels very powerful. So you can see the traits that I've got on this mythic 4-star champion. He has got when attacking ignores 15.25 of the target's fortitude, ignores some defense. We've also got increasing his own fortitude by 33%. He increases his strength by 5,500, his constitution, and his fortitude. Now, another way you can acquire some champions is through the unique companionship system. So whenever you start the game, you'll get some companions, and then you can basically make out with your companions and generate some heirs for your kingdom. Right now, we can carouse our companions here to get some charisma. This basically improves our abilities for improving our economy. But the main thing we want to do here is we want to talk to our companion here, Yavinian. And she is ready to court. So we're going to court, close your eyes, and we're going to basically generate a new heir for our kingdom. Now, the heir system is going to come with a trait, and then we can go over to our heirs over in our little common here. So we can see we've got a number of common heirs here. We've got some different stars, different racials, and you can see they also come with traits. Whenever we get these heirs, we can also develop some abilities, which will go towards the final outcome. So I can just quick develop some champions here. Now, I do have some resources, so we can make we can basically quick raise here. So we can see what happens. Once you've raised them enough, you can basically make them into a playable character here, a playable champion. So he's now generated a new trait. For the first 10 seconds after battle starts, gives an additional shield that lasts 10 seconds. Excellent. We can develop our boy into a new champion. So this is another way you can get this champion here. He is going to be tenacious, and he is a 3-star champion. Now, another way you can acquire champions is through explorations. So we can send our team throughout the world of Lithas, and we can find some new heroes here. As you can see, when I summon 10 here, we can get ourselves some more champions for our roster. Now, having lots of champions is important for the next thing, which is champion ascension. We want to make powerful champions, so being able to upgrade them to rank 4 and rank 5 star ratings, it's very important to do that. And we can do that at the altar here. We can ascend heroes. So if we want to take our new Luxuriant champion and make it into a 4-star champion, we can do so by using a duplicate 3-star champion to ascend them. This will make them more powerful. It also allows us to unlock more levels on their skill books. It adds more levels to the ability to level them up. Whenever we get a hero here, for example, we can take our Luxuriant champion. When we want to upgrade their levels, we can take them all the way up to level 120 here with the gold that we've acquired, but we can't actually take them any high levels until we ascend them. So we need to go and take them into the Ascension Hall here, and we need to ascend this hero. This is just part of the progression, and we can use any one of our heroes. I'm going to use my uncommon. I want to keep my rares for marriage or for powerful things. We ascend them, that unlocks them into a new star rating and gives them more power. Now, finally, the last cool way to generate heroes is this unique marriage system. Now, this is where you can make loads of unique different types of heroes. You can combine various traits from different champions to generate basically new champions, brand new legendary. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look through our roster, and we're going to pick someone to start a wedding from here. What have we got here? Let's take our heir that we have just raised here, and we're going to put him with a spouse, and he's going to marry this warrior, this famous warrior. So we're gonna marry these two. These are what we're gonna have here, and we're gonna confirm this marriage. Now we get to choose what traits we want to use. So we can choose if they want this trait or this trait or this trait. I'm gonna choose this trait over here, and I'm gonna choose this trait, and we're gonna hit marry. And that is going to generate us an heir. So we're going to basically generate a 1-star rare, and that is going to have unique traits. So we can do this here, and we can combine this. Obviously, the higher the power of the champion, the stronger it's going to be. So we've now picked up this heir, and actually this Zaya starts with 3 traits. So he has strength increased, he has bestial, constitution, and we also have this inventive trait as well. So whenever you marry a hero and you get them, there'll be a little icon next to that hero here, and you can come into here and you can see that he is a married champion. So you know that you have acquired him from a marriage, and you can continuously remarry the champions here, and they can continue to gain strength. So the marriage system is a very deep learning curve. I'm still learning how to do various different things, and the more powerful the champions you marry, the more powerful the offspring you will generate. I could go on about the champion system for probably a longer video than I want to do right now. So you can see here now, this champion that I've just pulled out, let's have a look at what she does. Our Luxuriant that we have made a rank for, she lashes the caster's whip, increasing the attack speed of any teammates they hit by 10% for 5 seconds and dealing damage equal to percentage of the caster's strength to enemies while reducing the enemy's target attack speed. That sounds pretty good. Charms the current target for 5 seconds, forcing them to attack their teammates only using their normal attacks. Excellent. So great. Crowd control is really, really good for PvP. If you're not taking damage, you're going to be more successful. Reduces enemies' energy by 10% for 2 seconds each time skill released by the succubus or incubus on them. Okay, so this champion looks really powerful. We're going to basically level this up a few more. We're going to take this up to about level 135, and then we're going to put some equipment. So you can either use an individual equipment here, or you can just do a bit of a quick equip here, and you can also upgrade equipment using the currency. You'll acquire equipment from collecting from the campaign and various different sources, completing objectives, completing events. So we can just basically do a bit of a quick select, and we can upgrade the gear here to just give them some more bonus stats. Right now, I'm in the early sort of phases of collecting. I'm just starting to collect some epic gear. Runes will unlock soon in 3 days. We'll find out what that is about. So we've now got our Luxuriant champion here. We can basically go to the campaign stage, and we can collect a load of resources. This is what I was talking about, the passive economy. So I'm just going to do a brief overview now of the economy. Whenever you're running through the campaign, that's where you can get some progression, but the campaign is constantly going to be collecting bread and sort of armor and rewards, which you can come in and just claim whenever you need to. You can also do a quick collect here, which you can do once a day, and this will give you further resources. You can see I'm collecting armor, gear, I'm collecting bread. Now you might be wondering, what is the bread used for? Well, this is the economy development of your account. You'll have your own empire to run here. So we have the Senate. The Senate needs to adjudicate decisions for your kingdom, and you can choose what you want to achieve. Do you want more gold to upgrade your champions? Do you want more bread to develop your kingdom? Or do you want to acquire a piece of gear? So you can see I've just applied a piece of gear here. I can choose then to get some food, and then I can choose to get some gold. So we've solved the Senate issues. Then we can develop some districts. Now the districts is where we generate our gold. You can see I've just generated a passive amount of gold. Whenever I'm not playing the game, this is constantly developing, and I can improve the development of this by hiring more people to run my districts. And this is where the bread really comes in. You can see I've already got 200 hired workers working in my market district. I've just opened the industrial district here, and we can basically add more of our workers here as well. So we can max this out here, and we can also choose if we want to level it up, so we can add more capacity. And that is what food is used for. Then you can assign your heroes to improve the output. That is what the leadership bonus is for. You want high leadership champions in these running your districts so that you can get maximum amount of rewards. So we can take these champions out here, and we can put these two in. And you can see the champion bonus is massively increasing my bonus. We're now going to be earning 4,800. We were earning 2,900. Gold will be the lifeblood of upgrading champions. You can already see if I want to take these champions up to any higher level, I'm going to quickly run out of gold. So I need to be farming more. So that's how you can manage your economy in your district. You get the bread from campaign and you feed it into here. We also have some loads of different things. Here we've got the altar, we've got a guild. So you can join a guild. That will give you a guild boss to fight. Right now you can see my guild is very good. We've managed to kill the boss already, which is great. But the guild, you can also trade. We also have a dungeon. As you go through campaigns, this is another way you can get heroes. You can interrogate prisoners. So when we come into the prison, we can choose to interrogate this prisoner. I can basically use my different interrogation techniques to convince this prisoner that we have to join my empire, to join my ranks. And we're going to work our way through this. And then the dark elf mood has improved. So we're going to basically talk to our prisoner. And hopefully the prisoner is going to come around to what I want her to do. So I'm going to actually state my terms. She's got more confidence. So I'm going to actually convince this prisoner to join me, and then we'll see what kind of champion we're going to get. So we have fully rehabilitated this prisoner. Let's see what we get. She has changed her mind. She is joining the Empire. And we're going to recruit the hero. And we end up with a new 2-star champion. So you can see there's another way to get a hero. There's so many different ways you can get heroes in this game. So there's a deep economic approach to this game as well. You can basically build up your kingdom. You can deal with different issues. You can have passive gold income, which I feel is really good. I don't actually have to be playing the game all the time to be progressing. I can come back, jump in, and play the game. So let me show you some combat. We're gonna push through some levels of campaign here. We're gonna challenge this stage. We have got our new hero we can use. It does sound like it's going to be a backline hero. So there's the way that you build your team here is frontline and backline champions. So we're going to want to take out, I think, our tank unit here, and we're going to bring in our Luxuriant. We'll see how this Luxuriant does. It could actually be a problem with too many support. Actually, let's take our support out and let's keep our tank unit in here. We don't want anyone dying. So we can challenge this here and we can basically watch it go. We've got it on ×2. These heroes are going to do some crazy damage. We're about to see the Luxuriant. Our Dragon's Descent comes in and she's going to knock everyone back. And our main carry in this team is basically our mage right at the back here with our mythic champion. Our mage is going to bounce fireballs between each other. We are losing a few heroes. This is somewhat challenging, but we did manage to beat this stage. So we're going to play through the campaign here, and we collect some more rewards. So doing the campaign is very rewarding. There's a very good storyline to this game as well. I've been really enjoying it. So we have another stage here, stage 631. The power at the top basically gives you an idea of how strong the enemy is to your team. So you can see I should be okay. My team is quite strong. I have a tank. I have some damage dealers. I do kind of want to try it without the tank here because I do want this guy, and he is my healer. I do not want to lose it, but I do want to try the Luxuriant, the new champion that we have just got as well. So let's see how this works. The Luxuriant's going to stay on the back line. So we have 2 front line. That's really good. And we are staying alive here. And again, our fire mage here that's bouncing fireballs, it's kind of like one of our main damage dealers. You can see how much damage that has just done to destroy the wave. So we get more rewards here. The rewards change, the difficulty changes as well. But that is the campaign stage. Now, what I really want to show you is the PvP area. We can go into the arena and we can fight some arena. Now, I can't show you the Luxus tournament because that opens in 106 days, but it's a very cool game mode where it's almost like a knockout style PvP tournament where you will basically work your way through. You can also wager if you've got knocked out and lots of different things. It looks really, really fun. I hopefully will be able to unlock and play it at some point. But if you are over 106 days in, if you've already been playing, I'm sure you're having a lot of fun in this. But it is basically almost like an arena style knockout tournament. But we can go into the main arena here and we can challenge some opponents. Now, the strategy I really want to approach when I'm coming into my arena team is I want to have a healer. I do want to have a little bit of frontline and I want to have control. But I'm going to take out my tank and use my power of my new champions here. You can see I drastically am more powerful. But we're going to use the Luxuriant here because that is going to slow the enemy down. We're going to use our Lycan, who is going to be able to fear and control the enemies. And basically, we just want to keep the enemy away from our mage, and the mage is then going to burn and destroy our enemies. So we're going to fight this off here. Let's see how our team does. So we can see we're holding the front line. We do want to just try and keep the front line alive as long as we can. And then our mages are going to come in and absolutely burn these down now. There's the charm going out. So our enemy will fight themselves. They're going to fight amongst each other. And there goes the fireball. That's our main damaging ability. We have lost one of our front line, which is quite scary. You can see the stunned aspects. Crowd control is a very powerful tool. If you can build that into your roster, that's really good. You can obviously outpower them with just extra levels, but you do want to try and balance it with crowd control. And you can see I'm getting harder opponents here. So we can try this one. He's only got 3, but his champions are much higher level. So we're going to have to try and outpower him with crowd control. Let's see how we do. So our cog is getting annihilated a little bit. It's kind of scary. There's the charm going out. See, we can knock them back. We can slow down the damage. That gives us time for our damage dealer to come in and absolutely pummel this this orc that is running away. But we are taking a lot of damage to our back line. There goes our mythic champion. Can we hold on? It's going to be a close one. It's very close. We do have more fear. See the power of crowd control. So definitely when you're building your roster, you want to look to see if you can build some sort of crowd control into your team because it will give your damage dealers time to actually activate. And there is a massive 81,000 hit and we win another battle. So you can climb through the arena tournament here. You can fight every single day. You can get into a leaderboard. You can see I'm at 133 on my server right now. I'm not far behind the leader there. And there is also an arena shop. You can exchange these tokens, get yourself more champions, some books, awesome banquet materials here as well. So that is the PvP section. Now, as a reminder, if you want to play this game, you like what you see here so far, you can download the game from the link in the description below or in the pinned comment, or you can scan the QR code on your screen and you will get that bonus pack. So the last thing I want to talk about is just progression. How do you progress in the game? What activities are you going to be doing on a daily basis? Well, you'll have some daily quests here. So you can see as we've been playing the game, I've completed some daily quests. I've completed some achievements. All of these are giving me free rewards, achievement points. We're getting gems. We're getting diamonds. All of these things that we're going to use as currencies. We're getting things for our companions. We're getting things for our marriage. And if I do these daily quests, we get diamonds. We get more rings. It's a very rewarding experience. I feel like I'm getting a lot for what I'm doing. We also have the event calendar here. We've got a hot demigod that we can collect if we get some 4-star champions. I've got about 2 days to do this. This one's going to be quite tight. We do have challenges in the top right corner here. So the challenges are time-limited quests you have to do, where basically when you start your account here, you'll have some challenges to complete. And hopefully if you complete all of the quests, you'll gain these stamina potions, which you can use for exploration events to collect more rewards like books, champions, armor, all these different things that you need to make your champions the most powerful things that they can be. You can see right now in terms of rewards, the number one person on the server is Daishi. I don't really know where I currently kind of fit into this. Top 2,000 will climb rewards. I think I must be quite high. My rank is 180, and there you go. So I will claim quite high. I will be down in this group here. So I will get all these rewards unless I can push higher into the server. We also have a campaign challenge, which is how far you can progress in these 2 days. I'm currently at campaign stage 631, which puts me at rank 70. I'm going to be pushing much higher to see where I can get. So the challenges are another cool thing you can do. We also have the Grand Bazaar going on here, where we can basically get some bonus rewards if we spend some diamonds. There's also free daily packs that you can come in, you can collect for free. I've collected mine already. That gives you some gold, gives you some resources. There's also a cool Spire of Champions. I've been climbing this. And what's quite cool about the Spire of Champions, if you are massively sort of if you're much stronger than your opponent, like we can take our tank out here. We can take our tank out. We can put our Luxuriant in here. We can save the roster. It will allow you to jump ahead on the floors. And this is kind of like a tower type system where you can climb and get yourself bonus rewards every 10 levels that you climb. There's lots of events and activities for you to be doing. There's reasons to make your champion stronger. Right now, campaign is my main focus, but I'm also mindful of trying to complete these time-sensitive challenges that we have right now. You can see I've managed to reach floor 122. That is going to give me rewards. You can go all the way up to floor 150, and that will give you some summoning crystals. There's also a festival going on right now, which I've been collecting some tokens for. That is going to allow me to get all of these rewards that I've got from this festival. We've got some 2-star champions. We've got all these materials that will help us make our account stronger. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is something that hasn't unlocked for me. It's going to unlock in 12 days, but it's called Guild Conquest. These are guild wars that you can take part in as part of your guild, and it will give you access to new unique legendaries called Bloodcraft Legends, which look incredibly powerful. I'm looking forward to unlocking these in 12 days. I think I did it in my last account, and I managed to unlock some of them briefly, but then I had to obviously stop playing because I didn't have enough time. I was on holiday. So that is what I'm really looking forward to there. It's part of the guild system, so I definitely recommend you join a guild, so that you can get access to all of these events, the raid, the chests, and various different things. So I think that covers pretty much most of the features that we've got unlocked here so far. There are some more features that I haven't managed to unlock yet. The next thing will be Dungeon Descent, which is almost like you can delve into dungeons and collect riches, which is like a progressive storyline. I'm really looking forward to sort of play testing that. That looks really fun. I unlocked that at stage 8.1. I'm not far away. I couldn't quite get there for this video, unfortunately. My account was just not strong enough. But that is a good overview if you are interested in this type of gameplay. If you like hero collector games, this offers something that no other hero collector games really in the market offers. A unique way that you can create your own unique legendary heroes. By marrying these champions together, they create loads of different unique combinations. We can marry high-ranking, low-ranking champions, high level. We can do lots of different combinations here. So let's just do one more marry for the end of the video. Let's take our rank 4 champion here. Let's marry this off to, say, which champion here are we not using? Let's marry it off to our Lionheart here. There we go. We're going to marry these 2 champions available, confirm. Then we can basically pick the traits that we want. I feel like I want this trait over here. There we go. Let's marry this off. And we're going to basically get a level 90 will be born from this. And there's those 2 traits being generated and combined together to create a hybrid champion. there is our hybrid champion here. We've got a traits, Devout, for the first 10 seconds after battle starts, increases all healing effects. That sounds quite powerful. And then we've also got for the first 10 seconds after the battle starts, gains an additional 70. So that way of creating unique heroes is a very fun and cool, it's a cool kind of system to really try different things out. You can combine Lycans and make weird combinations, whichever you really want to. So if you do want to join me in Lithas, you can download the game now for free on Android or iOS using the link in my description or the first comment, or you can scan the QR code if you are on PC that is on screen right now. If you use my link, you will get a special starter pack worth $20. That will include 1 summoning crystal, 100,000 gold, and 100 diamonds. And if you're one of the first 30 players who leave their account ID and username in the first pinned comment below, you will be able to get yourself a free Legendary Female Succubus Champion, the Luxuriant. You saw me using the Luxuriant in my video. You can get your hands on one of those. One of the best mages to carry you in this game. I'm looking forward to really seeing how far she can push my account. So there you go. Thanks very much to Bloodlines of Heroes of Lithas for sponsoring this video. I'm having a lot of fun in the game, and if you want to join, download the game, and I will see you in Lithas.